Hello, everybody. Flamin' Shark back with the final archive of this set of Sunday/Monday archive videos. If you guys noticed, we fixed 6 series are just fixed that weren't fixed before. So we have 6 more series that are all good to go, which is Evangelion, ReZero, My Hero Academia, Rick and Morty, Fooly Cooly, and of course Your Lie in April. So those are all series that all the reactions I've done so far, or all depending on the series, like obviously Your Lie is completely over, are available to you guys. So I would have put 3 of those videos up yesterday, 3 of them today. This will be the last archive for each Sunday and Monday. Because I'm going to put them up in the order that I recorded them, and this is the 6th and final one I'm recording. So this is episodes 2 to 22 of Your Lie in April, similarly to how I did episodes 2 to 10 of season 3 of Rick and Morty, because episode 1 of Your Lie in April is perfectly fine and available on YouTube. No problem. You can check out my reaction on YouTube to episode 1. It's in the playlist. Check it out. Cool. But as far as episodes 2 to 22, here is your hub to check it out, where I'll give you guys a little pseudo review, and then the links to my original reactions from back when I watched this for the first time are down below in the description for your convenience, leisure. I don't know what the hell I want to say there. But Your Lie in April, this was an anime movie disguised as an anime TV show. And I've seen more anime movies since I watched Your Lie, stuff like Your Name and Koi no Katachi, to know that that's literally what this was. This is an anime movie pretending to be a 22-episode TV show. It's an anime movie in the form of a 22-episode TV show. If it was, this might have been better as a 2-hour movie, 2.5-hour movie. I don't know. But it was great as a TV show, too. This is a fantastic show. I would probably put it about in the same realm as A Silent Voice, in fact. It's just fantastic. It's not in my top. Like, I don't like it as much as Your Name, but Your Lie in April is absolutely disgustingly beautiful. It is a gorgeous looking show. It's a gorgeous sounding show with the actual soundtrack. It is a fitting soundtrack for a musical based series, and the story is heartbreaking and touching, and it's something that I think anyone can relate to, regardless of the type of narratives that you're interested in watching or listening to. It's a story that everyone can appreciate, and you get a lot of the classics musics. You get performances of stuff like Beethoven. You get stuff like Moonlight Sonata. You get stuff like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You get like Mozart stuff. There's all kinds of great renditions of classic music in it, which is just beautiful and gorgeous, and you love it. It's fun stuff. But there's so much emotion behind the performances, and I think using musical performances as a way to portray kind of the ups and downs of the emotions of Kaori and Kosei over the course of the show is just fantastic. And there's a lot of little psychological kind of nuances to the performances and how they portray them and all that. And it's delicious. It's absolutely fantastic. It's great. And then the actual story, the love story between the two. And then you have, Ryota and Tsubaki. I'm surprised I remembered Ryota's name. He's always the one I forget. It's Watari Ryota. And then Tsubaki is just fantastic, and I love them. They were great. Tsubaki and Ryota were actually both fantastic. And then, of course, Kaori is you fall in love with Kaori. But you also fall in love with Tsubaki, and you fall in love with the guys, too. But this is definitely a show where I think the girls were they were the ones you fall in love with, at least for me. Because obviously I'm I fall in love with everyone, but, this was one where Kaori and Tsubaki especially, but Kaori, what can you say? She plays the violin too. The other thing that made this show really cool for me was that my 2 favorite instruments, the piano and the violin, the main male lead pianist, the main female lead violinist. Like, come on. How do you go wrong with that? Like, when the piano and the violin are your like featured instruments in the show, how do you go wrong with that? Like, your soundtrack's gonna be crazy. Like, you just get like really good piano and violin performers, and you're gonna have an incredible soundtrack because you can't go wrong with classical music. And people like to say like nobody listened to classical and all that stuff, but like, you notice how modernized versions of classical music get over so huge. I mean, that's why, um, I think one of the better artists of our time, oh my God, why can't I think of her name? Lindsay Sterling. I think it's Lindsay Sterling. Like, one of the better artists of our time is just a kind of modernized violinist, and they're just some of the most powerful and uh, varied and just like just full of depth instruments. The piano and the violin. You can do so much with the piano. You can do so much with the violin, and that's why I think of like some of the best like OPs I've ever heard in anime. A lot of them involve piano. Like, that piano can do so much for an OP or just any song. And the same goes for violin, because they're both such powerful instruments, but they're not just like, they can sound really bad if you don't know how to play them, but if you know how to work a piano or a violin, it's fantastic. And the best covers. I love guitar covers too. I'm not gonna lie. I love me some rock and roll or some metal, but it's hard to beat a violin or a piano. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. This was an awesome show, and we archived 6 shows, which is fantastic. But anyways, we're gonna leave it off here. So I hope you guys enjoy the reactions down below in the description. And yeah, Flamin' Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day. I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.